Many milestones have been achieved throughout this season. These significant moments are the rewards of hard work, dedication, and perseverance as players build a career in the National Lacrosse League. They represent resilience and determination to sustain their level of endurance and excellence as professional athletes. Since 2002, Toronto Rock forward Dan Dawson has achieved enough milestones to be classified as a legend of the game. Heading into the final stretch of the season, the legend himself continues to be as dangerous as ever.
Hat-trick and a power play goal for Dan Dawson.
You kind of remember it like it was yesterday. I was 20 years old, first year in the league. Me, my brother, and my mom were all home. It was about January, February, and the fire alarm started going off. Smelled the smoke, and my dog was racing back and forth at the bottom of the bed. So I looked down into the furnace room, and there was flickering lights, so I thought there'd be a small little fire. Fresh oxygen hit the fire and just kind of went right over my head. My mom and my brother on the third story of this townhouse complex we lived in, and there was a time during that moment where my brother screamed at the top of the stairs. It's eerie, he still gives me goosebumps. He said, "Dan!" He thought he couldn't get to me. Knowing what we know now, like without that working smoke alarm, we didn't have a chance. That didn't trigger my fire career, but I think at some point in the back of my mind, it was always planted a seed that, the way they treated my family from that moment of the incident to the post-fire incident of doing the investigation, it was unbelievable. It was just the way the fire department handled it as a whole. It just was like, that is a really amazing culture that they have there, something that I would want to be involved with.
My crew's just rolling in, so they're starting to do truck changeovers. They would talk about what they did on their shift before, get an idea of what they used on the truck, what they replaced, and then that way they know you kind of get a head start on the day of what's expected. It's just a total team environment from your crew to the next incoming crew. We're all an extension of the same team, Brampton Fire Department. All right, how was the night?
It was pretty good, not too busy. It was steady shift. We did some training, caught a couple calls. No hot jobs though.
All right.
Zone 1, Channel 4.
Go Rocco instead of go Rico.
Yeah, Dawson, yeah, go Rock!
What's up, boys? You guys hanging with Uncle Trelly? Hey, have a great day today, okay? Make sure you guys are good leaders, all right? It was Daddy going to work in the morning, babe. Theo, make sure you guys are good for Trelly, okay? All right, thanks, Trelly.
No worries.
Okay, love you, boys. Have a great day. Be safe, boys. Love you too, buddy. See you, Trell. Thanks again, buddy.
There's a ton of calls and there's a ton of stories, but the ones that stick with you are the ones to where you have made somewhat of a direct impact on people's worst day. You're playing for something greater than yourself. You're part of a team. You're representing your community. It's a physically demanding job, just like in sports. You understand timelines. You understand sacrifice. You understand dedication, right? And your self-discipline. All those character traits translates into becoming a good firefighter.
Working together as a family as far as the dynamic here at the station really helps. His approachability and being able to talk to him about anything, both as from a supervisor all the way down to the new guys, whether it's in a group conversation or a one-on-one, you know, just make sure everybody's all right. But it does it both physically and mentally. It's demanding, and sometimes more mentally than physically.
We're preaching, you know, longevity in the career, and when you get to a house fire, you got to have good cardio. And a wise firefighter once said, like, when I call someone, I expect them to come and do the job right. So I expect you to be in shape, expect you to be ready. So obviously staying fit and active and having a good mindset with the job is important, and this kind of also allows you to kind of debrief a little bit. We're always on edge for the call, and that just disrupts things as we go, and that's the most important thing of why we're here. But you just train to the best of your ability and just always be ready. So.
Set you up for the Bandits in the Rock. The vibes are channeled in Hamilton tonight. That one goes! Bring the whole crowd to their feet thanks to Corey Small. And Creeds brings Harris. Scores! A shorty. Rogers now. He follows up and scores. What a start for the Rock. Been their best opening to a game all year. Dave Smith keeping it alive. Bandits getting gritty, and there is Byrne. And McKay. Nice move, great stop by Rose. Small who unleashes, and that one goes wide. Slade up the rebound, scores! That bouncer will go 8-4. The Rock in the driver's seat for now. And look who's back in net. Vince Keogh. In a mob of orange and yellow. Small down low, scores!
We got the edge. 44 seconds, we're on the PK here, boys. Nothing for them. No momentum.
You set yourselves up in a good spot here, but this is still going to be tough, and you just can't take any steps back. And there was a couple there, you know, where we just didn't do our job. We said, you know, imagine what it would be like if we didn't give them 3 or 4. So just go out there, stay focused, and know that we haven't done anything yet. Let's be real good here, boys.
Rogers holds and scores. Into Small on the move. He's got another. Make it 5 for Corey Small. Little head fake, shoots from falling, his bucket off and hit the turf hard. Ooh, up top, now Schreiber, swing, shoot, scores! Toronto starting to lock it down a bit. How about this transition? And what a goal! Keep them coming. Ostrauser's number's called. He expects McKenzie to answer. Ostrauser going toe-to-toe with Bryce Sweeting. And Ostrauser will land the takedown. And it only felt like a matter of time.
Don't tell anybody, you know that.
I'm not talking about him. Well, I'm not talking Billy Gomez. I'm saying from the bench. is a new #1. Toronto.
First off, rights, defense, you guys played unbelievable, keeping that team to 7 goals. Love seeing that. It's just, I've seen this guy just grind, work so hard, put in the work off the floor, and you know, there's 2 big goals early and just ripping around. Josh, dude.
Boys, it hurts to win. Hey, it hurts to win, and I think we're all willing to pay the price, top and bottom. Yeah. All the way around, we're willing to pay the price. More than anyone else in this league, and we know that. We know that. We're going to pay the price as long as we can because we want to go somewhere that, you know, is killing us to be. It's killing us to be there. And we want to be there more than anyone else. They know that. Everybody knows that. We got to prove it down the road now. Okay, we got what it takes. Let's prove it.
Oh yeah.
Good game tonight. Rock on 3. 1, 2, 3.
April 15th has long been circled on defenseman Chris Corbeil's calendar. After sitting out the entirety of the season due to major surgery, Corbeil will make his debut in blue tonight against the Philadelphia Wings.
It's been a long journey. Tonight's going to be very rewarding when I step on the floor for the first time in a year. There's been some tough evenings here in this arena watching the team play, and not tough because we're on the losing end of things, but tough because I see how much fun it is to be out there. I'm reminded how much fulfillment I get out of being on the floor and being part of a team and playing and being a lacrosse player, and I'm just really excited to get that back. But I'd be lying too if I told you there wasn't a little bit of nerves and anxiety that come along with playing your first game with a new team and first game back from an injury, and you combine those two and you know, you probably in your head a little bit, and hopefully, you know, I get the first couple shifts under my belt tonight and that all sort of dissolves.
All right, boys, let's just be sharp out here, okay? It's been a while since we got a chance to compete. It'll be a big one here tonight. We got 2 left in the season. We know what our goal is here, right? So let's make sure we're really good. A couple of new guys out here too. Welcome back, Corbs and Mitch. All right.
With only 2 games left in the regular season, Chris is hoping to make an impact on the team in the push for top spot in the East Conference.
I've been sitting there and studying and watching and going through film to try and, you know, pick up and retain as much of this information as I can to go out there and play the D system that they implement. At the end of the day, they've done such a great job putting this team in a position now, you know, to host a playoff game and to make a run at this championship. And man, what motivation that is for a guy like myself to get back into the fray and jump back into things so that I can, you know, make a run at it and help these guys achieve the ultimate goal, right? I'm just excited to finally be out there.
Corbs, you know, this has been a long time coming for you, and we've all seen the work that you've put in to get back to this point. And one thing I know, the stuff that you need to work the hardest for, which you at times have to wait for, can be the most satisfying. You enjoy tonight, and we're going to be here to support you, and we can't wait to see what you can do in this lineup. We got an opportunity as a group here to finish with the highest record in the league, you know, #1 overall. Shoot for that top mark, and it starts with a win here tonight. Be good right off the hop, okay? Let's build on what we got going. Let's go here, boys.
We've been waiting for this, now our time is
Rogers in tight, Dawson scores! Welcome back, dangerous Dan Dawson. Deeper in the Philadelphia zone, swim up, shoot, scores, what a goal! Dan Dawson with back-to-back beauties. We're gonna get a challenge though. And they'll take a look about where Dawson was.
There's no conclusive evidence to overturn the original call. Field stands for goal.
So they're gonna stick with the call on the floor, which was Dan Dawson's second tuck of the game. There's a Terrence and Jones trying to crack through that. Jones keeps and scores. Bertoni, and my goodness, what a shot that was. 2 lasers beating Rose, and we're all tied up. Craig, look at those moves. Jimmy shaking, dishes over, Schrader scores! Enter Captain America, and the Rock retake the lead. Slade keeps shooting, scores! Slade slides it in, and Toronto's back on top. Craig trying to bring the upper bowl to their feet in Hamilton, drives, shoots, scores! Bazooka gonna have an opportunity here. Harris is with him. Bazooka shoots, scores! What a dart from Bill the Thrill.
Ready here on the door. We lose the count. Ready on the door, bud.
We've been treated to an awful lot already as we inch closer to the halftime report. Matisse scores the other way in transition. Kyle Matisse in his backyard in Hamilton beats Rose, and just like that, it's a tight lacrosse game again. Schreiber again, over to Dawson, swim move, scores! Hat trick, and a power play goal for Dan Dawson.
Gonna rise up again till our work is done.
You know, Tommy, you said something out there, right? And I'm sure we're all talking about it, but he's like, they're not going to go away, and no, they're not. You know, I know we said we don't care what's on the line for the opposition, but the reality is this is likely their season, right? So you would have to think that you're going to get a push here in the first 30 minutes. We also heard Billy, and I think you're bang on the bench there. You're just talking. They're tired. They're dragging already. Why do you think they're throwing balls away without any pressure? You know, you guys are working them. You're working them on D, but we're also pushing that ball up, making them, forcing them to play some offense and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, will they give us a test here at the start? We need to expect that. But here, just go out and be really good and just put them out of their misery, all right? Don't make it hard on yourselves. And, you know, that was a good half, and I'm just nitpicking and stuff. I just think we could have, you know, you could have even more separation, all right? So just be a little bit more fundamentally sound. But you guys are working and you're battling out there. You can make it easier on yourselves just by being smarter. Let's go.
Clean up a few things, step on their throats. Let's go. Rock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rock.
Certainly have options.
Matisse in front, quick shot, Joel scores! What a snub from Schreiber as the fourth quarter menace strikes again. This has been the total that Higgins has allowed in each of the last 2 games against Toronto. But that one beats him right at the power play buzzer. Schreiber into the hands of Slade. Slade, an opening bounce and scores! The cut from Slade knifes it into the back of the net, and he has 2 for the Rock tonight. Let's enjoy this for a moment. 2 bucks, walking antlers. Hey! That's bull. Hey! Nice move to Corbeil. What a save by Zach Higgins. My goodness. Toronto with their 13th win of the season, staying on top of the East, and the Philadelphia Wings have their playoff aspirations dampened with a gut-wrenching loss.
Good job getting the you know, the win here, what we needed, and we get better. We look forward to Buffalo. We go in there, we play at home the rest of the playoffs after we win. Good job, boys.
A lot of guys I want to give this to tonight. Mitch, good to have you back. Corbs, good to see you in the lineup. But I think Tommy being, you know, the single season goal scoring record. Wait, what was it? Somebody correct me. Yeah. You guys know. Fuck. Tommy, this one's for you, man.
I know how much you like individual compliments.
Yeah.
Didn't even
It's not even a real thing. It's not even a real record. It's all right. Hey, way to get it done tonight. We all know next week's what it's all about, and then it's playoff time. So way to get it going, and let's keep it rolling, okay? Rock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rock!
I see fire come from
I would say the preparation is very similar, right? We train, we work out, we watch game film. We're trying to figure out our opponent. The opponent's very different in the fire service. We're training, we're going over calls that we've run in the past. We're trying to be proactive, so when we get that call, which would be an opponent in lacrosse, we're ready to attack it the right way. Through repetition and teamwork, you're giving yourself a leg up before you get to the fire. Without going over it as a team, you're really going to be behind the 8 ball. Same thing in sports. You know, if we're not watching game film before practice, if we're not studying Buffalo, then we're going to not be on the right end of what's going to happen Saturday night.
Dan's a go-to guy on pretty much everything we can do. The man's a machine. He never stops. His healthy eating, looking after his body, the stretching, the workouts. He's an inspiration for a lot of people on the department, and he's definitely one of my main go-to guys as my senior guy.
We know what's ahead of us. It's pretty exciting to think about the opportunity to go in there and get better as a group and punch our ticket first in the East, go into hostile territory, a place where we love playing, and see how good we can be. And let's get our work in and get out of here.
Best practice of the year here, boys. Rock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Hard at him, and then just stop and go. So I want it to be a little higher.
Take on 40.
Good job, you're there. Stay on it, stay on it.
Oh.
I do a lot of shift changes with a lot of brothers and sisters in this department, but without doing shift changes and basing my entire vacation and loot time around the season, I couldn't do what I do. I'm forever in debt to the Brampton Fire Department for people, you know, trading shifts with me and, you know, allowing me to play sport I love, because we all know that this isn't just one thing that you can do full time. This job is, you know, my number one, but in the same light, everyone's always willing to help you out. That's the way the fire department is. It's family, and it's just been an amazing 14 years. I enjoy being healthy and fit and having 3 young boys. Obviously, I have to be chasing them around now. So as an athlete, you know, the good and bad, you compartmentalize and you feel like you're good. But when you get to an age of 42, 41 years old, it's just not reality, because Father Time just says you can't. If we don't accomplish a championship this season, we didn't do our job. For this group, there's a lot of people in there that haven't had a chance to raise that trophy over their head in this league, and they deserve that. They've worked hard for that, and I couldn't think of a better group to do that with this season. It's so tight coming down to the end in playoffs. A lot of the times preparation is what separates teams, but playoff time is different. Everybody wants the same thing. It's the elite teams in the league. So for us, it's just showing the young guys that, you know, every single day, take time out of your day to focus on getting ready for Saturday night.
It's the Rock's final game of the regular season as they blaze into the ever-hostile Bandit land, where the biggest rivals in the NLL match up for a battle with the first overall seed in the East on the line.
Dr. Pebbles.
Do right, feel no man. Do right, feel no man.
It's gonna be loud, let's communicate like crazy. Point, you can call out who you got.
Number 1 spot in the East can be clinched this evening. Harris initiates, and we've got the first goal tonight. It nicks the pipe. Craig creates space. Vince does the job. Cut to the door, diving bid.
They got 4.
See Challen Rogers rotate up to the top and right on cue.
All right, good start here, right?
Just make sure we're physical and we're communicating. Come all the way to your wrong side. Throw it to us.
3 seconds to shoot. The dunk bid ain't gonna matter if that ball squirted in. Captain America, no shield needed there. A spear. Banditland has a pulse. These two teams don't like each other all that much. It's Josh Byrne with a snipe. Nanakoke is buried on the kickout. Penalty on Toronto. Pile in the corner momentarily. Nanakoke comes over. Pitchforks. And Craig waltzes in. Small delivers with 3.3 remaining.
TD! Don't go early! Muck it! Muck it!
Huge insurance goal. McKay gets a piece of Erlin, and that did not please the Toronto side.
All right, we get back to our game, and they can't do anything but look to draw penalties. That's all they got. Let's get back to dictating the pace of this game.
If we don't put our best 30, we're clinching home floor throughout the playoffs. Think about that for a second. Let's find a way here, boys. No better place here. Let's go.
You're not playing a game ever not to lose. We're playing a game out here to go and take it and to win, okay? You know, you can't be worried about making mistakes. You got to be focused on making a difference each and every shift. And maybe that's just a one-on-one battle in the corner for a loose ball. You know, all these things over and over and over. Go out there. You're all going to get, 30, 40, 50, whatever it is, opportunities, individual opportunities out there. Just go out with the mindset that you're winning every one of them, all right? You got an awesome opportunity here. Let's take advantage of it. Yeah, we're talking here. We've made some corrections. You're looking for answers, boys. There's no answers. The answers are within each and every one of you. They're there. They're sitting there. You guys have the answers. You guys have the answers for the way you've played up to this point. Put together 30 minutes, have some fun doing it, battle, and be winners here. Let's go.
Stan bluffs and then smokes one by Rose. Denied. Oh my goodness!
I don't even know if he had to go between the legs, but you know what? It looked pretty cool.
Heads up! It's a lacrosse game.
Huge goal for Toronto, and back and forth we go. Schreiber's got another. Behind the back, Kyle Buchanan.
Forget about what happened here in the last 5 minutes. We need you to be what you are for the next 21. We're going to win this game, but we need you to be really good. Let's go.
Get to the lefty, bounces, and it's home.
So if there's any yes, let's go.
Be a threat. Shoot some balls.
Chase, Fraser, Callan, Rogers. Locomotive move. Toronto retakes the lead. Rose goes down. They don't want transition the other way. High percentage look, it's McKay. And it's lead, 10-9. And swings it. Missile from deep. Josh Byrne.
Timeout! Timeout!
Schreiber. No! That's your ball game! The Buffalo Bandits are your East Conference champs in the regular season. Holy cow, what a finish.
Fight on. Fight. Fight. Fight on.
The Rock end the regular season with a 13-5 record and the second seed for the East Conference playoffs. While there were many individual milestone achievements week in and week out this season, the team as a whole has only one focus: to band together as a family and take the next step towards the ultimate achievement, a championship in Rock City.
Fight, fight, fight on.
I wouldn't be in the service if it wasn't for my dad. I wouldn't be the player I am if it wasn't for my dad, and I wouldn't be the father I am without my dad. He was probably NLL's greatest fan of all time. And it's been, tough the last couple years because I would always look up to the stands knowing Dad was there, and he was so proud, and that was his medicine, watching me and my brother play this sport we all love. And so I want my kids to be around as much as possible because my dad was always there for me. It goes back to how your parents made you feel, and those things that my dad did for us, I could never repay him. So I just try to recreate those times with my dad, with my kids. And I try to be that staple for my kids, to show them someone who is a proud man, lives life the right way, he is strong, and they can rely on me. I know that time's coming to an end, there's no doubt, and the first conversation I have is with my family. They still enjoy watching Dad play on the weekends, but at the same time, they're more involved with sports and extracurricular activities, so the more and more I'm away, the harder and harder it is. I do everything I can to prolong this career because I love this sport. I love being part of this organization. I love being part of this team. But in reality, I know it's coming to an end, and I'm just thankful for my time in the sport. This is what I gotta put up with every day, man. This is my goal song, so these guys are now messing with me, which is nice. They'll let this go probably until I go say something to get a reaction there. See how it goes. And the problem is, you don't know who did it because all 7 of them are part of this. Yeah. I know, so we were talking.
Shoot, shoot, shoot! There's another one, you gotta shoot that, you gotta shoot that!
Yes, Bill, excited. Come on.
Yeah, sit next to this guy.
They get it brutal. Put shoes in the front.
Gonna Photoshop them out of it.
Master now, eh?
Hand up. I don't know if I'd help you up. I get up.
You guys call him Dangerous Dawson. Is it Dangerous Dan? What is it? I occasionally call him Dandelion Dawson. He's very nice.
Here. Start it off. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a banana peel.
I don't want to stand next to Dan. Yeah, he'll make you look.
You gotta go front row.
You make me look bad.
Oh,
yeah.